all the Monster Hunter talk made you plug in your old PS4 game so you can look at your gold card. Nice. Yeah, I'm so fucking gassed for it. Obviously, I mean, like, the only issue is the game doesn't come out for so long. Hi, friends on guy. Also, a couple people. I saw a couple people. I saw Penny. I never said hi. I saw some people. I saw you in chat. I just didn't say hi because I was ranting. Okay, but it doesn't come out anytime soon. So like, my hyper focus on this is going to fade like long before the game comes out. But hopefully, you know, the hyper focus fades, but then it makes a comeback when the game actually drops, right? So, okay, yeah, so what we could do, I don't think I'm gonna do the Nuzlocke today. Yeah, Elden Ring, you know what was crazy about Elden Ring hype, actually? Because you'll know, right? I think, like, if anyone fucking knows, Drefquin, but, like, I didn't like Elden Ring that much. Honest to God. Like, I really didn't like it that much, like, going into the DLC. Also, hi, Irish. I didn't really like it. Like, I didn't like base Elden Ring very much at all. I didn't, yeah. So, honest to God, when I did Elden Ring, for anyone that watched me, was it because it was too easy? No, my issue with Elden Ring game design, this is a thing, like, people that play these games, lots of people have made video essays on Elden Ring. My issue with Elden Ring basically boils down to, I think the game is too hard to play if you're playing it, like, in a very linear, like, if you play Elden Ring like you played Dark Souls 3, it's too hard. You cannot play Elden Ring like you play Dark Souls 3. You can't do it. It is too hard. And so I had just finished like a Dark Souls 3 run. Like, I just done like a Dark Souls 3 playthrough where I played it like, you know, super like honest, whatever the fuck that means. But, you know, I used a strength weapon. I only did, like, rolling and R1ing, right? Roll R1, roll R1. Every fight, roll R1. My goal was to learn the moveset of every boss such that I could roll their attacks and, like, R1 them, right? Like, that was what I did in Dark Souls 1. Yeah. And I really liked Dark Souls 3, sorry. I really liked Dark Souls 3 playing it that way. Like, I thought Dark Souls 3 was really fun to just play in a very basic way. Like, just dodge and hit, dodge and hit. I thought that was really fun. And I thought the difficulty of that game was, like, very, very, very fair, honestly. Like, no boss was that bad. There was like one boss that tilted me in the entire game. Now, obviously, I'd beaten Dark Souls 3 like multiple times before, so like, I didn't go into any of the fights blind, but like, I felt like I grasped every single boss's moveset in like not that long of a time. Like, I didn't have to throw my face into a boss for fucking 5 hours to fully comprehend all of their mix-ups and combos and dodge timings and everything. Like, I didn't have to invest that much time to figure out these fights, which I like. I'm sure there's people out there that prefer these things to like have a higher skill ceiling, maybe, but like, I liked that I could like spend 30 minutes or an hour or whatever, right? Spend an hour on a boss, and by the end of that hour, like, I had a grasp of their whole moveset for the most part, right? I can understand that gets boring for like hardcore players. Like, if you're gonna do like 20 playthroughs of Dark Souls 3, that probably gets boring. I can imagine, because you're done with the fights on like your first or second playthrough, and then you're kind of chilling, right? So anyway, so when I played Elden Ring, the first time I played it, I did a magic build, because I always do a magic build, because magic is cool as fuck, right? Magic is just sick as fuck. Who would ever choose when you can use magic to not use magic? Who would ever do that? I don't get it. So I use magic, of course, and I did all the fun shit, right? I common deserted the boss. It was so free. Like, I just one-shot fucking Morgott with common desert, right? It was so easy. It was so easy to do Elden Ring on my first playthrough. So on my second playthrough, I did like a dex build, but I never finished that. So on my technically third, but I never got that far either. Like, I didn't get far at all. So on my like technically second full playthrough, I was like, okay, I'm gonna play this the same way that I played Dark Souls 3. I'm gonna do a strength build, Zweihander or whatever. I think I did like a strength faith build. I started like Zweihander. I went into what's Rykard's weapon called again? The Blasphemous Blade or whatever. And I was like, okay, I'll just do this. Like, all I'm gonna do is roll and hit. Roll and hit. Roll and hit. That's all I'm gonna do. And the reality is, man, if you play Elden Ring like that, that shit is not fun. Like, I'm sure it's fun if you can devote hours into learning these bosses' movesets and stuff, but like, as a relatively casual player of the game, the bosses are too fucking hard, dude. Morgott's mix-ups and combos and everything, like, he has so many. He's like, oh my god, dude, can I just pant real quick? I just want to just as like an example here, but like, dude, the depth of like Morgott's fucking mix-ups, man. Like, if you think of like the fucking, like if you think of like the depth of like what's like a hard boss in Dark Souls 3 or something, Dancer, okay? If you think of this as like the depth of fucking Dancer's move pool, like fucking Morgott's move pool is like fucking this. Like, it's wider and it's deeper by like the volume of shit he can do is so fucking much. And it's like, it's really fucking hard. It's a really fucking hard game to play if you're limiting yourself to just dodging and hitting. So I hated it. I hated my second playthrough of Elden Ring. It was completely miserable. It was unbelievably miserable. Like, and like, you might think to yourself, like, if you're not having fun, why not just do something different? But in my head, I was like, this exact same build, exact same playstyle was not only like viable in Dark Souls 3, but extremely fun in Dark Souls 3. It was really fun. So I probably, once I realized I wasn't having fun, should have just done something else. Been more creative or whatever, tried other things, but I didn't, so I hated it. And I went into the DLC with like a pretty, a pretty narrow mindset, I would say. Like, a very narrow mindset, actually, when I went into the DLC. And honestly, the first couple bosses I did, I was pretty mad. Like, when I played the DLC. I did a lot of it off stream. I never posted those videos either. But, like, a lot of those early bosses did get me really angry. Because I was still, in my head, stuck in this, like, really narrow mindset of how to play Elden Ring. I was still stuck in it. So, and like, if you think of the DLC or whatever, like, Rolana has, oh my god, dude, Rolana's moveset is so fucking deep, bro. It's so deep. She has so many mix-ups. She has, like, so many branching attack paths. Like, attack A can go into attack, like, fucking 1, which can go into attack fucking, what's another category? Green, okay? Like, if, you have, like, one attack A, B, or C, then attack 1, 2, and 3, and then fucking attack, like, red, blue, green. Like, she can go, like, 1 into 3 into red, or she can go, or so A into 3 into red, or she can go B into fucking 2 into red. She can just, dude, she's so, the depth of her move pool is so much, okay? It was a lot, okay? And it stressed me out. But once I beat Radon, once I beat the DLC, I went back and I replayed the game. And this time, finally, after playing with this narrow fucking mindset for way too long, I finally was like, bro, I'm picking a cool fucking weapon, and I'm using a cool ass weapon with a cool ass fucking moveset. So I did fucking, what did I do? I had fucking double fucking bleed, twin blades, jumping attack spam. That shit was fucking OP, dude. That shit was so strong. And then I did fucking Milady with wing stance, and that shit was OP as fuck, dude. Milady wing stance is crazy broken. And I just used like shit that I thought was cool as fuck. And I ended up beating the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC like 3 times or something. I think I beat it off stream pretty much ever. I don't think I ever, no, I did Radon on stream when I first beat him. I think I did him on stream. I did, but I beat it twice off stream. Just doing like actual fun builds. And then I would like have people summon me for bosses and stuff. I like, you know, I had fucking, I think I have like 6 or 7 characters now in Elden Ring. And once I got through this like narrow mindset of how to play the game and I realized like there's just so much to have fun with, I immediately had infinitely more fun with Elden Ring. And yeah, I mean I like the game. So I was, like I said, I wasn't expecting to think that the game was going to be so good, but yeah. Elden Ring, and I think the DLC is like, the thing about the Elden Ring DLC is I think it's how would I word this? I think there's a ton of extremely valid critiques that you can make of the Elden Ring DLC. But what's really crazy about it is the game is so good. It's so good that it can have like 50 plus valid criticisms and still be like a 9.5 out of 10. Like that is how good it is. It is so good that no matter, you can pick out like an incredible amount of like fucking flaws in this DLC. Radon is a I don't like Radon. I don't like the Radon fight. Okay, I don't like the plot. Funnily enough, I never really paid that much attention to Soulsborne. I never did the tier list, I guess. Oh, you know what though? I did them so many times. I totally could. Shadow of the Erdtree boss tier list, and I'm glad I did them multiple times and over different patches. Because yeah, let me do this right now.